Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to WildPod X. Today, Bitcoin is now trading at $99,000, knocking on the door of that psychological 100K milestone again. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has shown solid upward momentums, bolstered by positive sentiment across the market. Ethereum and pretty much the whole crypto market follow a similar path, further solidifying the broader market bullish outlook. Today's deep dive is one of the hottest topics for long-term Bitcoin holders. Where could the top of 2025 bull run be? Let's break it down into two key scenarios. The first scenario: historically, Bitcoin's price movement has followed a 4-year cycle tied to the halving events. In this cycle, the bull market tends to peak around a year and a half after the halving, which aligns with the Q3 and Q4 of 2025. As history often repeats itself in market driven by sentiment and supply shocks. Personally, I plan to start gradually DCA selling when Bitcoin reaches 150K. Of course, it depends on market conditions. I retain around 50% of my Bitcoin portfolio to hedge against further upside potentials. And the second scenario would be the supercycle scenario. While this is much less likely to happen, some analysts suggest there's still a possibility of a supercycle. This would involve Bitcoin breaking out of its traditional 4-year rhythm and experiencing a prolonged parabolic rise driven by unprecedented adoptions, institutional inflows, and macroeconomic factors. If we see a gradual price increase beyond 200K, I might reconsider my DCA selling strategy and hold on to more of my Bitcoins, as this could indicate a supercycle. However, if the price rises too quickly, it's often a sign of speculative mania, and I'll sell more to lock in profits. An important factor to consider is the role of crypto ETFs in this bull market, with ETFs providing easier access for institutional and retail investors. They act as a bridging massive liquidity into the market. Bitcoin ETFs in particular are expected to add significant buying pressure, supporting the price during corrections and potentially contributing to a higher market top. However, they could also introduce more volatility as ETFs enable a quick entry and exit for large investors. Whether or not ETFs contribute to a supercycle, their influence on Bitcoin's price action in 2025 cannot be ignored. Now let's take a look at today's crypto news. The first news: Bitcoin's recent price surge toward 100K is being attributed to relief from the latest US Consumer Price Index report, which showed slowing inflation. Lower inflation has reassured investors that the Federal Reserve might not tighten monetary policy as aggressively. This optimism has translated into broader market strength, with Bitcoin leading the way as we mentioned earlier. Bitcoin is now within touch of distance of six-figure mark again, a key psychological level for the market. The second news: Ripple XRP surges overtake Bitcoin on Google Trends. Ripple's XRP is making waves, with a rally that has brought its price to over $3. Interestingly, XRP has overtaken Bitcoin in Google search trends, with huge interest among retail investors. The rally comes on the back of continued momentum from Ripple's legal victory over SEC last year. With increased adoption and renewed confidence in XRP, Ripple's ecosystem could play a more significant role in the crypto space this year. It's essential to approach these sudden rallies with caution, as they often follow by a period of consolidation. Third news: in a groundbreaking move, the state of Oklahoma is proposing a Bitcoin strategic reserve bill. If passed, this could make Oklahoma the first state in the US to allocate a portion of its reserve to Bitcoin, treating it as a strategic asset. This development reflects the growing recognition of Bitcoin's potential as a hedge against inflation and economic uncertainty. It also underscores the increasing institutional acceptance of Bitcoin as a legitimate asset class. While this is still in the early stages, this could inspire other states or even other countries to adopt similar strategy, further driving demands for Bitcoin in years to come. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. And as always, stay invested, and I will see you tomorrow.